So 8255A works in two modes, input output mode, which is further divided into three modes, that is mode 0, mode 1, and mode 2. And BSR mode is another mode. The meaning of BSR mode is bit set or reset mode. Now, whenever it works with input output mode, and in that we have three modes, mode 0, 1, and 2. In mode 0, all the ports functions simply as an input output port. But in mode 1, only A port and B port are used for the transfer of the data, and the lines which are available in port C will be used as a handshake signal. Similarly, in mode 2, port A works as bidirectional port, either as an input port or as an output port. And port B can work either in the form of a mode 0 or mode 1. And port C lines will be used for the handshake signal. And how we are able to decide that in which mode the 8255A will be working, it depends on the control word which is written on the control register. It is the D7 bit of the control word which is going to distinguish whether the 8255 peripheral interfacing device is working in a bit set reset mode or it is working in an input output mode. If it is 0, D7 bit is 0, it will be working in a BSR mode. If the bit D7 is 1, it will be working in an input output mode. So we have already discussed the input output mode functionality, and today we will be discussing about the bit set or the reset mode. In bit set and reset mode, only port C is being used, and we know that port C is having 8 lines, and these 8 bits of the port C, it is used to set or reset the individual devices connected through this port. And it depends that if we are working in bit set reset mode, which device will be set and which device will be reset, which is connected with the port C. It depends upon the control word which is to be written in the control register. As we know that the control word having the bit D7 equal to 0, it is going to recognize that 8255A will be working in a BSR control mode. And in this mode, as discussed earlier also, the individual bits of the port C can be used for the application, such as setting or resetting or on or off the different devices which are connected with the individual lines of port C. We have 8 lines in the port C, so 8 devices can be connected, and the individual devices can be set or reset. So as far as the BSR control word is concerned, it is of 8 bit. Out of that, D7 bit should be 0, because if D7 bit is 1, then it will be working in a input output mode. So for working in a BSR mode, it is necessary that D7 bit of the control word should be equal to 0. We have 7 more bits be D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 besides the D7 bit. Now, D7 bit has to be 0 if we want to work with BSR mode. And bit D6 and bit D5 and bit D4 is not used, and generally it is set to 0. The bit which is represented by D0, it is used to set or reset the individual bits depending upon the bit D1, D2, D3. The bit D0 is 1. It means the devices which are connected can be set. If bit D0 is 0, it means the device is going to be reset. Now, the bit 1, 2, 3 is a selection part, that which bit we want to be set or which bit we want to be reset. Now, the combination of bit D1, D2, D3 is going to select bit D0 if it is 0, 0, 0. If it is 0, 0, 1, then it will be selecting bit 1, means the line number 1 of port C. Bit 2 means 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, bit 3, 1, 0, 0, bit 4, 1, 0, 1, bit 5, 1, 1, 0, bit 6, and 1, 1, 1, bit 7. And the bits which are being selected in the lines of the port C, which are being selected, it will be set or reset depending upon the bit is 0. So let us now take an example of certain control word. If we want to set the bit PC7, means the bit 7. So for that particular purpose, bit 7 represents 1, 1, 1. It means bit D3, D2, and D1 should be 1. And since we want to set, so bit D0 will also be 1. And this will be 0, and this are only in use, and normally it is put 0. So it becomes 0, 0, 0, 0, and 1, 1, 1, and 1. So 0F will be the code which we have to write as a control word into the control register. If we want to reset bit 7, so bit selection should be 1, 1, 1, but we want to reset, so the bit D0 will be equal to 0. So the control word will become 0E. Suppose we want to set PC3. PC3, whenever we say PC3 means port C3, third line. So PC3 will be representing bit 3. It means the combination should be 0, 1, and 1. If it is 0, 1, and 1, and we want to set it, so what will happen? It will become 0, 1, 1, and this will also be a 1. So what will be the control word? 0, 7. But if we want to reset PC3, yani bit 3, so PC3 means 0, 1, 1. So this value will be 0, 1, and 1, and this value will be 0. So it means the control word will be 0, 6. And we know while writing this control word, depending upon the requirement that which port line we want to set or reset, we have to write this control word into the control register. And we have already seen what is the address of the control register. the address of the control register with this interfacing device is 83. So we have to fetch this port, and whenever we fetch this port, we will be accessing the control register. So the first and the foremost thing is to write the control word into the control register, that is 83, and then what will be that control word depending upon that which bit we want to set or which bit we want to reset. At a time, only one of the PC lines, means the port C lines, can be used to set or to reset. So this is all about the bit set and reset mode. So finally, the conclusion is that the BSR mode is concerned only with the 8 bits of the port C, which can be used to set or reset by writing appropriate control word into the control register. And for writing control word into the control register and want to work with BSR mode, it is must that D7 bit must be equal to 0. And in BSR mode, individual bits of the port C can be used for an application which is going to set or reset the individual lines or the devices which are connected with those lines. So that is all about the BSR mode. So first is if it is asked to draw the pin diagram of 8255. So it's very simple. There will be 8 lines which will be working as a data bus, that is from D0 to D7. There will be a power supply, there will be a ground, there will be a reset signal, write signal, read signal, ground signal, chip select signal. And the rest of the lines, 24 lines, will be meant for port A, 8 lines, port B, 8 lines, and port C, 8 lines. So 8 threes are 24, and 8 lines will be meant for data bus, that is from D0 to D7. So 8 fours are 32 lines will be available for that. 8 lines are for data bus, 8 lines for the port A, 8 lines for the port B, and 8 lines for the port C. And so out of that 40 pins, we left with 8 pins. One will be used as read signal, write signal, 2 lines, chip select signal, 3rd line, ground and VCC, 5 lines, reset, 6. So in this way, this 40 pin diagram of 8255 can be drawn. If it is asked to draw the block diagram of 8255, this is shown that we have 4 ports. Actually, port C is divided into 2 parts, C upper and C lower. So 4 bits can be transferred with the help of C upper and C lower. And for that, we have made a control of a group A and group B. Group B controls C upper, C lower, and port B, and group A controls the port A and port C upper. And we have data bus buffer, we have a read write logic, we have a power supply, like that. 2 lines are meant for address because it is the chip select line and the A0 and A1 which is going to select the individual ports and giving the address of the port. So 40 lines, out of 40 lines, 32 lines are utilized in data bus and the port lines, and 8 lines are chip select, reset, A1, A0, write, read, and VCC and ground. It may be asked the question that how many ports are there in 8255? So you have to explain that basically we have 3 ports, port A, port B, port C, each having 8 pins. However, the port C are divided in 2 parts as C upper and C lower. And These C upper and C lower are used to transfer 4 bits in parallel, or you can say a nibble transfer. But port A and port B are used for the 8-bit transfer. Now the questions, what pins are associated with the read-write logic, control logic? What pins are associated with the read-write control logic? So basically we have read signal, write signal, A0, A1, reset, and chip select signal. These are the certain lines which are used in the read-write logic. Now, it has been already explained that how many modes 8255 operate. 8255 operates basically in 2 modes. One is BSR mode and input output mode. If it works in BSR mode, it is going to set or reset the individual bits of the port C, and only port C is being used in that mode. But if it is working in an input output mode, again, it has been divided into 3 parts: mode 0, mode 1, and mode 2. Now distinguish between the 3 modes of 8255 means you have to explain what happens in mode 0, what happens in mode 1, and what happens in mode 2. So in case of mode 0, every port A, B, C works simply as an input output port, and outputs are latched but inputs are not latched, and all the ports can be programmed either as an input port or as an output port, and port does not have any handshake or the interrupt capability, and 16 possible input output configurations are possible for that. Similarly, what happens in mode 1? Mode 1, port A and port B works as a simple input output port, and port C lines are used for the handshake signal. So the explanation of mode 1, mode 2 has been already done. So you have to explain in your language only. Which word determines the operating mode of 8255? Meaning thereby, it want to ask that how you will be able to recognize that in which mode 8255 is working. And for that, we have to write the control word. So it asks which word determines the operating mode of 8255. So it is the control word which determines the working of the 8255. For data transfer using 8255, when mode 0 should be selected. Mode 0 should be selected when we have to do simple input output transfer without any condition, without any use of handshaking signal. If we want to transfer simple input output, transferring of the data through the devices, then in that case, we should select mode 0. How many categories of handshake signals are there, and which is the advantages? Now, as far as the handshake signals are concerned, they can be used in 2 ways. First is status check input output, or second one is the interrupt input output. In status check input output, the CPU is always in the process of cooling, and it used to put itself in a loop to check the status of the input output devices, and when the devices are ready, then it works. However, in case of interrupt input output, the CPU or the processor is busy with its work and never puts itself in a loop. It simply does its work, and whenever the device becomes ready, it interrupts. It sends a signal in the form of an interrupt informing that now I'm ready. So this is the difference between 2. So 2 categories of handshake signal. One is status check and another is the interrupt. And what is the difference in between that? I have explained. Explain how the different ports and the control words are selected in 8255. Now, before the selection of the individual ports, it is necessary Now, control register works in parallel with the different ports. So every address of the port A, port B, port C, and the control register has to be defined. And the configuration of the address of these ports depends upon the chip select signal A1 and A0. So the way it is being selected, the chip select signal should be 0, and A1 and A0 is 0, then it means port A, A1 and A0 is 0, 1, so port B, A1 and A0 is 1, 0, so port C, and 1, 1, so it is a control register. Now chip select signal is made 0 by choosing A7 is equal to 1 and A6 through A2 as equal to 0. So A7 is 1 and A6 to A0, A6 to A2 will be 0, and depending upon the value of A1 and A0, meaning thereby A7 line is connected with the chip select line. So chip select line, for selecting the chip, it is necessary that it should be 0. So that is why the port address becomes 80 for port A, 81 for port B, 82 for port C, and 83 for port for the control register. Now, what is a BSR mode and what are the characteristics? As told you that BSR mode is meant only for setting and the resetting of the bits, and in that case of BSR, only port C is being used. And BSR mode can be selected if the D7 bit is 0. So either you call as a control register or you call as a control word register, it doesn't make any difference. Control word register means you are writing control word into the register. That register is known as, either you call it as a control register or control word register. And it is concerned only with the bits of the port C. And in the individual bits of the port C can be used to set or reset. And at a time, only one bit of the port C can be used to set or reset. And it is used for the controlling as well as it can be used for the on and off, for set or reset. And BSR control word does not affect the functionality of port A and port B because it is not at all concerned with the port A and port B. Now, if it is asked to discuss the control word of BSR mode, it's very simple. It has been explained earlier. The D7 bit should be 0. These 3 bits remains unused, so it remains 0. D3, D2, and D1 gives the combination that which bit we want to set or reset, and bit D0 is going to signify 1, it means set, and if it is 0, it means it is reset. Now there is a program which has to be written in this particular question. Write a BSR control word to set bits PC7 and PC0 and to reset them after 1 second delay. We have to write a control word to set PC7 and PC0. Both cannot be done at the same time. Only one can be done. So to set or reset any particular bits of the port C in BSR mode, the control word register is to be appropriately loaded. And the above is done by loading the accumulator and sending the same to the control register. And we know that the address of the control register is 83 as defined here. The address of the control word register is 83. So what do we have to do? First of all, since we want PC7 to set PC7, what will happen? If we want PC7 to be set, so it means 1, 1, 1, and we want to set, so it is 1. So it means the control word should be 0F. So first of all, this 0F is copied into the accumulator. And after copying it into the accumulator, we have to copy it into the control register. So we must know what is the address of the control register, and the address of control register is 83. So what we will do? this 0F will be transferred to 83 port address, and it is the port address of the control register. So 0F will be written into the 0F will be written into the control register, just to indicate, just to give the information that we want to set PC7. Now we want to set PC0. So what we'll do? So for PC0, what will be the control word? PC0 can be selected as 0, 0, 0, and we want to set it so it will become 1. So 0, 0, 0, 0, and it is 1. So 0, 1 will have to be loaded first in the accumulator, and then it is transferred to the. So by using this instruction, we are going to set PC7. By using this instruction, we are going to set the PC0. And then it is saying that after 1 second delay, so we have to do use a certain program, and that program will be in the form of a subroutine. And suppose that we are calling delay. Whenever we call delay, delay is the name of the subprogram which is having certain set of the instruction which is creating 1 second delay. So what we have done, call delay. So this delay will be executed and it will create a 1 second delay. I'm not going to discuss the delay program of 1 second. It is already discussed. And then what it says, reset them. So first of all, we have to reset. Whenever we want to reset PC0, we want to reset PC0. So PC0 can be selected as 0, 0, 0, and this should be 0. So it means accumulator will be loaded with 0, 0, 0, and we'll write it into the control word. So this is going to reset PC0. Then we want to reset PC7. So it will be 1, 1, 1, and this will be 0. So it means we have to load 0E into the accumulator and then transfer it to the control register. So in this way, this can be done. Now it is asking the control word format of the input output mode operation. So input output mode operation is this one, where a D7 bit will be 1. And it is already discussed that D0, D1, and D2 will be controlling group B, and D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 will be controlling the group A. So depending upon the different value, if we want C lower to be 1, working as an input or the output port, D0 bit will be set. And similarly, other bits are also set depending upon. D1 is going to set whether the port B is working as an input port or the output port. And D2 bit is going to select the mode selection, that is whether it is working in a mode 0 or mode 1. If it is 0, mode 0. If it is 1, it's mode 1. D3 is going to select C upper, in which mode it is working, input or the output. Bit D4 is selecting the port A, which is working as an input or the output. And D5 and D6 is going to select the mode, whether it is 0, mode 0, mode 1, or mode 2. So in this way, you can answer the questions. What happens when the reset pin is made high? It means we want to reset the operation of 8255. So you know what happens when reset pin is. In case of 8255, whenever reset pin is pressed, all the 3 ports are put into the input mode. All the flip-flops are cleared, and the interrupts are going to be reset. And this condition is not altered even when the reset goes low. It remains as it is. Now, later on, 8255 can be programmed in any mode by appropriately loading the control word into the control register and then execute. But whenever reset pin is 1, it's high. It is all the ports will be in the input mode and all the flags are cleared and the interrupts are reset.